Good afternoon, my loves, or good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. How are we doing? Welcome back to another silly and relatively pointless little vlog brought to you by someone who has a day off and is more than happy to share it with other people while she hastily and impatiently puts a little bit of base coat on her nails because winter's taken its toll, let's just say. So I have to say, January has been relatively decent so far. Been working away. You might think that working in a gelateria in a part of the world that, even though it's by the Adriatic Sea, might be kind of nice and warm and mild at this time of year. It's not really. We're talking, you know, kind of 3-4 degrees maximum, so you might not think it would be gelato eating weather. My dear people, I have to say, the tourists are still here. They still want their gelato, and you know what? I'm happy about it. It means that January has been relatively busy and not quite as kind of soul draining as usual. But today I have the day off, and I would like it to be a nice combination of relaxing but also somewhat productive. So far today it has only been the former. I didn't pull my arse out of bed until 10:30, but absolutely fine with that. I've been working the last 4 days, so I'll allow myself that. I had a nice satisfying breakfast. I've had a coffee. I've had a lovely shower. I've put on some semblance of what some might call makeup today. And also today, for the first time, I'm wearing this new pair of trousers I got literally yesterday, and I love them. I had a bit of a kind of 70s dad inspired shopping spree in the sales in one of the shops that I really love here that's called Scout. I bought myself a pair of orangey brown dungarees. I got myself kind of cream blue and lilac sweater vest thing, which is probably only going to be good here for like another month before it starts to get warm again. I bought myself these like orange pattern flare things that I'm wearing. Also some basics like some t-shirts and a pair of leggings that I needed, also because they were half price. And I also, Mum, if you're watching, be proud of me, I finally bought new socks that don't have holes in them. At the, you know, very responsible age of 28, I can do these sorts of things all on my own. And that's helping keep my mood nice and boosted for today. But before getting into some lovely leftovers for lunch, I'm going to go out and do some shopping. I need some ingredients for a recipe that I want to test today. I want to make some chocolate chili salt and lime, or lemon, depending on the availability of ingredients in the shop nearby, brownies. I have a party this weekend and there's some kind of Central American themes going on, so I wanted to make a dessert inspired by tajin, which is like this Mexican spice powder. I actually have some here, ridiculously. It's like a Mexican seasoning made with like chili, citric acid and salt. It's addictive, and just because it's a beloved ingredient, I want to see if I can make it into an actual dessert. Maybe not, or maybe I can, but I never should ever again. So that's what we're going to try and find out today. Similarly, there's just a couple of errands to run, a couple of things to buy. I might go and order myself some contact lenses today. I went and got my eyes tested recently, and for all of my fellow myopic, short-sighted girls and boys out there, you'll know that it's about as fun as a trip to the dentist to have several teeth removed every time we have to go and get our vision tested. But thankfully there have been no changes. But these glasses are 3 years old. They are filthy in and around the bits that no one can ever clean, and also scratch the edges. So ideally I should get some new ones, but there's also like no urgency to drop 200 to 300 euros immediately on the ridiculous lenses that I need, plus the frames. So considering going to get some contact lenses and living that kind of seeing for free lifestyle, pretending to be seeing for free lifestyle for a little while instead. But other than that, I want to keep today relatively chill. Might do some cooking later alongside the baking. Let's see.
Let's talk about these brownies that I recipe tested today. This is tajin. If you've never seen it before, it's a Mexican seasoning made with chili, dehydrated lime, salt, and some other flavorings. And basically, I was making these for a surprise party for our Mexican friend and work colleague. So I wanted to make some brownies spiked with one of her favorite things. And honestly, the amount that I put in these was a lot more than I expected. As you can see from like the taste test, I was very, initially scarce with it, putting in like a teaspoon or two. Turns out like 4 whole teaspoons just for this tiny batch, but they turned out great, and I'll be sharing the recipe very soon. In the meantime, while I was waiting for them to cool down, I made some dinner, just made a quick batch of couscous and used up some leftover lentils, as well as some spices, some tomatoes, and some chicken to make this kind of chicken lentil curry thing with a little bit of yogurt for some extra creaminess. Turned out better than expected for just being a throw it all together and see what happens kind of meal. And because it's carnival season now in Venice, we had some frittelle for dessert. I especially enjoyed the pistachio cream filled one. And afterwards, I had to taste test these brownies. Very, very pleased to say it was one of these recipes that was pretty much perfect on first try. It's a brownie recipe, the kind of classic Maverick baking brownie recipe that I've been making for years, that is always foolproof, with the extra flavors added in. And yeah, I can't wait to share this one with you guys, because while I was a little bit skeptical, as were the others who tasted it, that it would work, it's quickly becoming a new favorite. And we finished off the day with a lovely, wholesome little ponyo viewing. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one.